In a small, secluded village nestled in the heart of a lush forest, a young girl named Chiamaka lived a life of solitude. Often at a tender age, she had grown accustomed to fending for herself, relying on her wit and resilience to survive. Her days were filled with the mundane task of gathering firewood, hunting for food, and tending to her small vegetable garden. Despite her hardships, Chiamaka's spirit remained unbroken, and she held on to hope that a better future lay ahead. Life in the village was simple, with the villagers living in harmony with nature and one another. They were a tight-knit community, where everyone looked out for each other. The villagers were skilled in various crafts, such as weaving, pottery, and woodworking. They would often gather to share stories, dance, and celebrate special occasions. Chiamaka, although an orphan, was not forgotten. The villagers treated her with kindness and compassion, doing their best to fill the void left by her absent parents. However, this tranquility was shattered when a strange, glowing object appeared in the sky. The villagers, unaware of the impending doom, went about their daily routines, oblivious to the danger lurking above. Chiamaka, sensing something was amiss, felt an eerie feeling in the pit of her stomach. She tried to warn the villagers, but they dismissed her concerns, believing her to be overly cautious. The object, revealed to be an alien spacecraft, descended upon the village, spewing forth creatures unlike any the villagers had ever seen. Tall, slender beings with piercing eyes and skin like the darkest night, they moved with an unnerving grace, their intentions clear, to claim the village as their own. Panic spread like wildfire as the villagers scrambled to defend their homes. Chiamaka, fueled by adrenaline and determination, discovered an extraordinary transformation taking place within her. Her muscles grew stronger, her senses heightened, and her mind sharpened. With newfound power coursing through her veins, she charged forward, ready to face the extraterrestrial threat head-on. The battle raged on, with Chiamaka single-handedly taking down alien after alien. Her villagers, initially frozen in fear, found inspiration in her bravery and joined the fight. Together, they managed to repel the invasion, leaving the village scarred but victorious. In the aftermath, the villagers gathered to tend to their wounded and mourn their losses. As they reflected on the events that had transpired, a realization dawned on them: Chiamaka, the once solitary orphan, had saved them all. Her selflessness and bravery had given them a second chance at life. The villagers, filled with gratitude and admiration, turned to Chiamaka and proclaimed her their queen. They celebrated her heroism, hailing her as a symbol of hope and resilience. Chiamaka, humbled by the unexpected turn of events, accepted the mantle of leadership, vowing to protect and serve her people with the same courage and determination that had defined her during the alien invasion. As the village began to rebuild and heal, Chiamaka's legend grew. Her story inspired others to find strength in the face of adversity, to stand up against seemingly insurmountable odds, and to never give up hope. The once forgotten orphan had become a beacon of light, shining brightly for all to see. Under Chiamaka's leadership, the village flourished. She implemented new farming techniques, improved the village's defenses, and fostered a sense of community and unity. The villagers, once again, lived in harmony with nature and one another. Years passed, and Chiamaka's reign became known as the Golden Age of the village. She continued to inspire and protect her people, earning their love and respect. Her name became synonymous with bravery, wisdom, and compassion. And though the alien invasion was a distant memory, the villagers never forgot the lessons they had learned, that even in the darkest of times, there lies within us the power to rise above our circumstances, and that true strength lies not in our physical prowess but in our unwavering spirit and unshakable determination. As Chiamaka's legend grew, so did her wisdom and understanding of the world. She became a skilled diplomat, forging alliances with neighboring villages and resolving conflicts through peaceful means. Her people prospered under her leadership, and the village became a beacon of hope for those seeking refuge and protection. One day, a group of travelers arrived in the village, seeking shelter from a great storm that had been raging across the land. Among them was a young girl, no more than 10 years old, with a curious gaze and a fiery spirit. She was fascinated by Chiamaka's story and spent hours listening to tales of her bravery and leadership. As the storm subsided, the travelers prepared to leave, but the young girl hesitated. She approached Chiamaka and asked if she could stay in the village, to learn from her and become a great leader like her. Chiamaka, seeing a reflection of herself in the girl's eyes, smiled and welcomed her to stay. And so, the young girl remained in the village, training under Chiamaka's guidance. She learned the ways of combat, diplomacy, and leadership, growing stronger and wiser with each passing day. Chiamaka saw great potential in her and mentored her with care, knowing that one day she would become a powerful leader in her own right. As the years went by, the village continued to thrive under Chiamaka's leadership. She expanded the village's borders, forged new alliances, and protected her people from any threat that dared to arise. And the young girl, now grown into a strong and capable warrior, stood by her side, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, Chiamaka and her protégé had created a new era of peace and prosperity, one that would be remembered for generations to come. And Chiamaka's legend grew, a shining example of what it means to rise above adversity and become a true hero. Moral lesson: Chiamaka's story teaches us that even in the darkest of times, there lies within us the power to rise above our circumstances. We are capable of greatness, and our actions can inspire others to do the same. Let us remember that true strength lies not in our physical prowess but in our unwavering spirit and unshakable determination. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe for more tales of courage and resilience. Together, let us celebrate the heroines and heroes among us, and may their stories inspire us to become the best versions of ourselves.